In the run-up to the release of Steven Spielberg's Disclosure Day, I'm reviewing as many of Steven Spielberg's movies, directed movies, as I can, and this is the first one, Duel. If you like this content, please consider hitting subscribe, ring the notification bell, all of that usual stuff. Leave a comment down below, pushes the algorithm, helps me get my videos out to more people, and I highly appreciate it. I am, like I said, reviewing all of Steven Spielberg's movies as many as I can up until the run-up to Disclosure Day. Now, there is another movie before this called Firelight, which you can't see the full film available anywhere because he directed it at an early age. There's only a few bits and pieces lying around of that movie, so we're going straight to the first one, which is Duel. This movie stars Dennis Weaver. It's an action thriller movie. It centers on a traveling salesman, David Mann, driving his car through rural California to meet a client. However, he finds himself chased and terrorized by the mostly unseen driver of a semi-truck.
I'm in no mood to play games. Let's go.
Screenplay was done by Richard Matheson, and it was his own story that he adapted here. I enjoyed this movie. It's not the best movie. There's definitely flaws, but there's definitely some good things here. Dennis Weaver gives an excellent performance. I really love the simple premise here, and you can definitely see the influence it had and the ideas that sprung into his mind moving into Jaws, for example. The truck is treated like a monster, and that's what's really interesting here, is that you don't really see the driver, and you can definitely see its influence on other films, not only parodies like National Lampoon, but even movies like the original Jeepers Creepers, where there's this truck on the road and obviously terrorizing Justin Long in that movie. I think is very similar. When the movie opens, we get a first-person perspective of the car that's driving and going from sort of showing his journey out into the wilderness, going from a bustling city to the middle of nowhere. And it was a really cool start to the movie, kind of set the tone and showed you how open the landscape was and how desolate it was. This movie again proves that Spielberg is so good with characters and dialogue and just knows exactly what we want to see. There's barely any dialogue in this movie. Most of it is sort of inner thoughts that are overdubbed on the character. So, like, for example, when he gets rammed off the road, basically, and crashes his car, he goes into this diner and he's sat there, and the paranoia as he looks around the room at people that might potentially be the driver of this truck that's still parked outside, and he's looking at their boots to see which ones match, and just the inner dialogue that's then projected is just really well done. But we don't really see that in many movies where we hear the character's thoughts through dialogue.
And all the ropes that kept you hanging in there get cut loose. And it's like there you are. It's all over.
It can come across as quite cheesy, but in this movie it's done really well and effective. It portrays his anxieties so well, just from him sat there staring at these people and sweating, and his body language. I love how it goes over like scenarios in his head as well, and again, doesn't often work in movies, but it really works here. There's a lot of tropes in the movie, like the train crossing scene where the truck is pushing him over the track into the train. Seen this done so many times. Even in Disclosure Day, you see it in the trailer. Interestingly, the score is very psycho. Like, really psycho. There's a moment in the movie where he has blood in his mouth and it looks really realistic. I'd wondered if it's actually a real injury or something and they just got it on screen to make it more effective, because I've not really seen blood look that good before. It's thicker. It's just like real blood that you'd expect to see from that kind of injury. I like how this movie is perfectly paced as well, really. Like, it doesn't ever slow down, and the movie is at just the right length. The way that the truck goes over the edge at the end and blows up is very Jaws. The way that it goes down slow motion, it's kind of the same way we see the shark after it's blown up goes down and sinks down. amongst all the blood in slow motion. Like, these two movies have very much, there's a lot in common. But I love the setting, the dustiness of the road and the landscape really sets the tone of the movie. It's bright. It's not like a dark thing at night. It's literally like a summer, like it's got like a summer feel to it. So it's very different in terms of other horror movies. It's why I compare it to the beginning of Jeepers Creepers when they're on the road and that truck keeps coming after them. It's very dual.
How's he gotten that thing? He's got it souped up or something.
Would like to have seen a bit more of our character at the beginning of the movie, perhaps saying bye to his family. We do get a phone call conversation where he's a bit annoyed with her, and obviously had some sort of argument, and perhaps he's not in the best relationship for his relationship isn't in the best place, which sets more of an a mood for him to be in and a frame of mind. We don't see him go back to his family at the end or anything like that. It pretty much cuts off after the truck has exploded and he's just sort of sat on the side waiting for help, I guess. So in terms of characters and depth, there's not a lot there. There isn't another character for him to bounce off of. It's interesting when you think about, like, what would it be like if there was a dynamic of having two characters in that car? Because they could have bounced off each other. One could have shown a bit more of a different reaction. We do get some other people reacting to what's going on. So, for example, there's an older couple that are stopped by David on the truck. He's trying to explain, like, this guy's trying to kill him, and they think he's mad. Or the stop where there's the woman that owns the gas station, but she has like loads of snakes in cages, and it's kind of a bit weird. But the truck plows through everything, and you kind of get a reaction from her because this guy's destroyed her pets as such. These reactions from other people are very short and quick, and you don't really get to see more of that. I would have happily seen this film in the cinema. I would say it's cinema worthy. Definitely had a good time here. It's not the most perfect movie in the world, but it's certainly a well-directed, well-acted, well-produced movie that actually is quite underrated. It's amongst Spielberg's movies, I think, that should be more looked at and had more praise. If you guys know me, Jaws is my favorite movie of all time. So seeing this movie and seeing some of the origin ideas and even some shots and things that are very similar, I was quite excited to see this, and I'm glad I wasn't let down. Have you guys seen Duel? Let me know down in the comment section below your thoughts on the movie. I'd love to know. The next one I'm going to do, will drop tomorrow, is why Jaws is the greatest movie of all time. And then, like I said, try and watch as many Spielberg movies as I can in the run-up to Disclosure Day, and then do a ranking of the Spielberg movies I've seen as well. So guys, let me know down in the comment section below what your favourite Spielberg movie is, and I'll see you with the next one. Take care of yourselves.